I just want to take this time to summarise my Part 3 project. During this project I wanted to look at guerrilla advertising because in Part 2 it's the thing that caught my eye the most. When looking at guerrilla advertising I hadn't studied it before, so I wasn't sure what to do. So I started right at the start and looking at the first things that caught my eye. These are some of the examples I was familiar with before this project. Why I chose to study guerrilla advertising was because they are something totally different, something I've never looked at before, and the concept and creativity I am really intrigued by. My main aim was I kept my brief open to allow me to fulfil this aim. Also, unsure what to advertise left me in a bit of a pickle, but knowing I was going to look at guerrilla marketing made the prospect ahead exciting. Being unfamiliar with guerrilla marketing, I thought the best bet would go to the library and get some secondary research. Looking at these two books on guerrilla advertising by Gavin Lucas is helping me to gather ideas, but being stuck on which brand to specifically look at is stopping my project from developing and is an issue, but I will carry on to look at research. Continuing looking at secondary research, I went to the library and I got the third book. This one being on good advertising by Thomas Colster. I'm not sure that's how you pronounce his name, but also I chose this book because it caught my eye. The cover caught my eye and the name, which is a good example of a consumer picking an advertisement because of the main reason. But looking at good advertising, I thought it was a good concept and the idea behind it has really caught on. Most brands nowadays are oblivious to the idea, but some of the big brands have caught on to it, such as Pepsi, Coke, and they are doing good for the world. Also, another big brand that has caught on is Volkswagen, such as finla.com. As I went through this project, I did some summaries to help me look back at this project. I carried on with my secondary research, this time looking at artists. This artist is Shepard Fairey. Shepard Fairey is known for guerrilla marketing his ode by Andre the Giant face. Street propaganda is one of the major ones and he is one of the best for it. His work is all over Europe and America. Street propaganda being the type of guerrilla advertising. I also looked at Yossi Lemel for his creativity in his poster designs. And then looked at the areas I could present my final pieces and outside and inside. These are some examples. I then went to London to look at primary research, looking at the Swiss exhibition, the Light Show and the Roy Lichtenstein show. The one that caught my eye was the Roy Lichtenstein. I wanted to see how it was advertised. It was merchandise, posters and this one. This one is a guerrilla marketing in Pimlico Tube Station. I could use this to inspire me in using my project in the future. Stuff like this catches the public's eye and it certainly caught mine. Another summary to help me with my project. Also, being far into the project and not having any work produced is kind of an issue. So in the group tutorials I came up with a plan to start producing work. And also this is my method of working, to do loads of research and then bundle out loads of work. Also in the group tutorial I came to a conclusion. The conclusion was that I was going to advertise the HCA final show. The brand not doing specific brands but just doing the one. It's personal to me and it's relevant, and there's many ways that I can think and the ideas that I've thought of are relevant to this and can be used to do this. From the group tutorials and the feedback I've been getting, this is one idea that I've been thinking of producing, playing with the creativity of the format, using a letter format to produce an advertisement for the letter. All of these are advertisements and experimentation I've been doing in the workshop. The print workshop is one that I'm familiar with and is one where I've done work previously. This is using type prints to create the format and layer in, playing with the layout. The idea is setting off being a poster that will lead to other types of advertising. Progressing from the letter format idea, I looked at other guerrilla marketing adverts to help me, and this is one that has helped me in my project. The idea helped me to increase the scale and think of other ways I can develop the idea into a guerrilla marketing idea. Looking at secondary research of guerrilla marketing campaigns helped me with my progress. My idea is progressing into a letter and an envelope idea. I've worked out the letters, but now I just need to work out the envelopes. Watching YouTube videos helped me to make envelopes, and I will increase the scale using parcel paper. An example of increasing the scale for the envelope design. Then I made the envelopes using parcel paper. I used a YouTube video to help me design the envelopes and create the same to use the same size as the letters as well. They fit perfectly, so it's a success. And then progressing the envelope idea, I progressed into creating my own stamp. I wanted to make the stamp personal to me. So in the top right corner, I created my portrait using a lino cut and then using the same colour palette I've used throughout the process. Blue, white, red, yellow and black. Also, doing some more primary research, letters coming to my house had this advertisement on the front that Prostate Cancer UK. Looking at it, I thought I could develop this into an idea for my work, and that is what I did. At the front of the envelope, as well as the progression of the dates, I created this HCA delivering first class education. On the front of the envelopes, for the second research, it said prostate cancer delivering first class male. So just changing it into this, I made it personal to me, and it works throughout the envelope, and it's a good scale. For the experimentation and the development of my idea, this is the final outcome. An envelope with the stamp in the corner, the dates, the HCA delivering first class education, and a to public. I'm pleased with the outcome and it stands out. Also, the letter will be inside so the public can read the letter as well. And also, in my formative assessment, my tutor said that I need to look at using other students and display my work to the public. Two things that I was going to look at anyway, but I will definitely now. I went back into the print workshop, creating more lino cuts and using other students as well. This is the final outcome using another student as a stamp. The feedback my tutor gave me for the formative assessment. My second idea being another guerrilla marketing idea, having pubs advertise the HCA final show on chalkboards, spreading around the Hereford or the Midlands, spreading the word, and it would be street propaganda. Also, if that won't happen, I'll come up with the designs myself and place them outside pubs. I asked around pubs if they would let me use their chalkboards for advertising. This didn't happen, so I created my own. Various secondary research of artists who use chalkboard as one of their medias. I did John Neal, Boom Rocker, and one in particular that stood out was Dana Tamakai. Her work stood out to me because she uses it in various formats such as magazines, and she uses it in public places for the public to react. This is what I like, and with my work I'll use the same techniques for the public's reactions. So I use this to inspire my work. Then seeing this chalkboard, I thought I'd be creative with the layouts. So this is one in the layout of a menu, and keeping the other one basic, experimenting in typography. Experimenting with different fonts and the chalkboard pens. The first one didn't go too well, but then I could resolve it by painting over the parts that I didn't like and then resolving it. This is the final one, painting over the bits that I didn't like and resolving them. And then this is the other side in the layout of a menu. This is an example of me presenting my work to the public and getting their public reactions. This one being the postbox and the envelopes, and this one being the chalkboard and the people stopping and looking at it. And then this being the final layout. Thank you for taking your time to watching my summary of my project. You'll find all the evidence of my work in my blog and my sketchbook, as well as a deeper level of evaluation and reflection. Thank you.